What's going on, guys? Seancutshair back with another video. Today's video, guys, I'm going to teach you how to apply enhancements and kind of show how the different enhancements work compared to each other. But let's get right to the video. You guys know I use Tomb45 no drip most of the time. I'm going to show you guys some Toppik hair fibers, but I just want to show you guys the different techniques. I've already done this haircut. We're going to apply some enhancements so I can show you guys the technique. I wanted to do it this way as opposed to a voiceover so I could explain exactly what I'm doing along with doing it. So sometimes it's hard as you're doing your voiceover, it'll cut to the next part and you're still trying to explain what you're doing. So we're going to do this live and show you guys on a live model as I do it, and I can explain what I'm doing. So you guys can see we already did the haircut. He's got a decent edge up, but you guys have seen on my videos before, not a lot of hair to get real dark, so we're gonna apply some enhancements, especially on the front hairline, and we'll go ahead and do the beard as well. So I'm gonna show you guys one side with the no drip, and then I'm gonna show you the other side just with hair fibers, and then I'll show you guys applying the fibers on top of the no drip and kind of how that combined look looks. So let's do the hair fibers first. All right, guys, so one big difference of using hair fibers, and you guys know I got the enhancement card, so really, I like to use fibers without the enhancement card, and the reason being, if I hold this up and really put it on heavy on that line, you're gonna get a really dark line. So what I like to do is stand back a little bit, dust it on, and then when I go in and hit it with the trimmer, you guys will see how precise it actually gets. So you guys will see. So I'm gonna lightly dust it on. You shouldn't really see it going on. It should be really light. And it's actually gonna get all on his forehead. So if you guys can tell, I'm gonna try to zoom in so you can see it, but that's gonna be really loose. It's all over his forehead. And when we go in with the trimmer and clean it up, it's gonna make that line pop. As opposed to doing it next to the color card, it's gonna be too dark of a line. So now when I go in with my trimmer, we get started to C-cup. And we're just gonna cut all the fibers off of the areas we don't want it. So now when we go up here, it's gonna leave the fibers up in the hairline and cut it off the forehead. And you guys know we use like a holding spray to hold the fibers in. One tip I would give you is not to spray the holding spray before. If you spray holding spray on the forehead with the fibers on it, you're gonna have a hard time getting those off the forehead. You're really gonna have to use your razor to do it, but you wanna spray it on, line it up. Once you get it off the forehead, then we'll go in and put some holding spray to hold it on. All right, you guys can see that. Now I'm gonna take a less hitting trimmer and just go over his forehead to get all of it off his forehead. All right, so you guys can see that finished, and I'll be honest, I don't really use fibers much anymore. Of course, I made an enhancement card. I like to use the no drip, but the fibers are good, quick and easy, really for a picture. Of course, if he brushes this right now, and I'll show you, if we brush it, it's all coming right off without holding spray. So that's one reason I like the no drip better. I'm gonna show you guys the no drip with the hair fibers on top, and that's really the package. A lot of the time you do the no drip and you can see through it, especially on lighter skin like mine. It's just gonna look a little bit fake. The fiber's gonna add some texture to it and kind of make it look real. So we're gonna go in and do some no drip. And before you apply no drip, guys, you wanna wipe it down with alcohol to make sure the skin's clean and the no drip has something to stick to. So I'm gonna spray a towel down with alcohol. This is gonna feel good on him. We're gonna wipe the skin clean before we go in and apply the no drip. All right, so the skin's wiped down. I'm gonna go ahead and shake the no drip. Guys, you know we wanna shake it for 2 minutes. I'm not gonna put that in the video. I've already shook it up. We're gonna grab our enhancement card. And guys, if you don't know, no drip is ready to go out of the bottle. So one of the main advantages of this compared to Kiss Express is there's no mixture. If you guys use Kiss Express, you know, sometimes it's too thick. Everybody has their mix ratio that they use, and I really hated it when I tried to use it. It just never, I just could never get it to spray right. So we're gonna go ahead, shake this up, I'll put it right in our airbrush, and we'll be good to go. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the compressor I use. It's a master airbrush. Get these bottles out of the way. the master airbrush from Amazon, just a basic one. All right, so we got the no drip in the compressor, got the color enhancement card, and we're gonna go ahead and apply color to the side. I'm gonna show you guys the ideal way to use the card. You guys use it how you want, but I'm gonna show you a couple mistakes that I see commonly used when I see people using this. So we're gonna use the flat edge to go across the hairline. When we get to this corner, we'll put this up in the corner. When we need to hit this corner, we'll turn it this way. And we're not gonna do much of a C cup, so I'm just gonna give him basically the straight box. So we'll go ahead and start. One of the main differences, guys, in the no drip compared to the Kiss is this is not a hair dye, it's actually a skin stain. So it's very important you get it on the skin. So if there's a lot of hair in the way, you want to get the hair out of the way and make sure you get it on the skin. You see we went over to the corner. I'm going to hold this up in the corner and go ahead and get the vertical bar. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but right here, where we can see through where his hair isn't real full, that to me looks like a Sharpie. When you draw a Sharpie and it ends up looking kind of purple, I can see that just kind of weird color. So that's where we'll apply some fibers, and it's gonna make it look a lot better. But one of the main problems I see when people do this corner right here is for you to box that bottom corner. If you come in and spray here, and then spray here, you're gonna get an X of color that went past the line. So one of the best things you can do is bring that bottom corner down. We'll go ahead and do it. He does have a slight C cup, so we're gonna put the corner at the bottom of the corner of the C cup. Just hit that corner, and now I'll throw the curve up, and we'll just give him a slight C cup. There's not much hair there. Now you guys see he's got a slight C cup. Now we'll turn the other side and finish it up. Now another thing, guys, the first couple people that got this card, one thing they would do is spray one side and flip the card over, and when they got to the other side, they would wipe the wet color on the face. So you wanna make sure you stick with whatever side that you're using. That's why I made it symmetrical, so you can do one side and do the other. All right, so we're done with the card. As you guys know, we'll just hit it with some alcohol. We can wipe it off, and we're good for our next client. All right, so like I said, it looks good, but if we want to add a little bit of texture, some real hair, we're gonna go ahead and add some fibers on top. So I'm gonna do it just like I showed you guys before. We're just gonna lightly dust it before we go in and finish up. Now we'll do one pass with our trimmers before we get the razor out. All right, so we're gonna go in and do some razor work. And you guys, usually you'd wanna use shave gel. We've already been over the area so much that surely there's no hair left. And keep in mind, the shave gel will not mess up the no drip, but the fibers, we haven't locked them in yet. So if we hit it with shave gel, it's gonna mess those fibers up. So I'm gonna go in and dry shave, but you guys just make sure that you're not causing any irritation by doing a dry shave. go ahead and do the beard. I'm gonna time lapse it. A little bonus action for you. All right, y'all, you can see the finished product. Hope this helped you guys. You guys can see we got a lot more of a sharp hairline, a lot fuller of beard. We've been wearing masks, of course, since this whole COVID thing, so we all cut our beards real short, so he said he feel like he got his big man's beard back. So you guys know the shorter the hair, you can see through it. So that's what this is for, really. We're gonna give the appearance of a fuller beard with the enhancements and a much fuller, sharper hairline. So I'm gonna get you guys up close so you can check it out. Make sure you guys leave any comments down below if you got any questions. You know, this is my dude, Cuts by Coast. A lot of you guys went and followed him, so make sure you head over to his channel, Cuts by Coast. And of course, if you're not subscribed to mine, you better hit that button right now. But let's check out the finished product. Guys, make sure you click right here to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you guys want to see some more content, check out that video up there. If you guys want to see my newest upload, it's right here.